Hi friends, I'm Yakuta Karkhanawala. So let's start with the next topic of pointers, that is pointers and arrays. Now what we are going to do is we have an array which has number of different elements, and when say for example if our array has 5 elements and we want that a pointer should point to one of the element, and using pointers we can traverse the rest of the elements. That is what our main task is. Let's understand this with a simple example. Say I have an array A which has 3 elements and the values inside this arrays are 11, 12 and 13. Also I have declared a pointer. It's an integer pointer, means it is going to point to a memory location which has an integer value. Now what I want is I want the pointer should point to either 11, 12 or 13. I'll start with 11. I want the pointer should point to the first element of an array, that is 11. So for that what I'll do is I'll write down P is equal to A. You don't have to put ampersand sign here. Simply writing P equal to A, it means that the pointer are going to point to the first element of an array, that is A0. Right? So if you want to have the address of A0, that is 1000, we can use ampersand of A0, or using pointers, if you want to have the address of A0, then we can write it in fashion like P plus 0. Right? 0 means the first element of this particular array. Here we are using the notion of adding an integer value with the pointer. We can add or we can subtract an integer value from a pointer. So in general, we can say that if I write P plus I, it means the pointer points to A of 5. As we said, if I is equal to 0, that is P plus 0 means the pointer is pointing to A of 0. If I say P plus 1 means the pointer is pointing to A of 1, and so on for the rest of the elements of the array. But if you want to have the values of an array, then we need to use the star operator. So to get the value of an array, write down star in bracket P plus I. So using star operation with P plus I, we will get the value. Simply writing P plus I, we will get the address of that particular array element. So that is, we can say that star P. You write P plus 0 or simply you write star P. It's one and the same thing. So star P is equal to the element is 11. That is getting the value of an array. Star bracket P plus 1 means we want the value at the element at index 1. So that is 12. Star P plus 2 is equal to 13, and so on for the rest of the. Let's see one more examples to understand in detail about pointers and array. Here you can see at the bottom that I have an array which has 10 different elements and the index are A0, A1, A2 and so on up to A9. So declare an array A of 10 and declare a pointer. Now here it's not necessary that a pointer should always point to the first element of an array, that is A of 0. But we can make the pointer to any other element of the array. So here I am writing P equal to ampersand A of 2. It means that I am pointing the pointer to the element of an array which has index of 2. So this is my pointer. So right now my pointer is pointing to A of 2 and not A of 0. Now I want to store some value inside this A of 2. Use the star operator to deal with values using pointers. So star P is equal to 10. It means that A of 10, 2 will become 10. Now if I write star P plus 1 is equal to 11, it means that I want to store some value at the location where the pointer is pointing after incrementing it by 1. So this is my pointer is pointing to P, A of 2. When I write P plus 1, it means it will point to A of 3. And so A of 3 will become 11. Similarly, A of 4, say for example, is 12, A of 5 is 13 and so on for the rest of the thing. So A of 4 we can say that the pointer is P plus 2, A of 5 is P plus 3 and so on for the rest of the array elements. Now if I want to display the value of where the pointer is pointing by specifying star P plus 3, that is here, right? It means I'll get the value which is stored at A of 5 location, which is equal to 30. Okay, so this was another brief example of arrays and pointers. That is, in this week we have seen that the pointers can point to any element of an array, and accordingly a P plus 1, P plus 2 and so on will change. Let's understand what is pointer arithmetic with arrays. That is, doing some arithmetic operations on pointers and understand what would be the value of the address at that point of time. So we have an array here, a of 10. Now here in this case I am taking two pointers, one is p and another is q. When I write p is equal to ampersand of a2 means I am pointing the pointer to the array element with index of 2. We'll perform some arithmetic operations on this pointer and get the new addresses or values accordingly. So p is initially pointing to a of 2. When I add 3 means I am moving forward 3 elements of an array. So in that case the q will be pointing to a of 5. That is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. So q points to a of 5. Similarly, if I write p is equal to q minus 1, means q is right now pointing to a of 5. When I decrement it by 1 means I am moving backward by one element of an array. So my qp will now point to a of 4. And now use an increment operators on pointers. So that is p plus plus means pointer is moving one element forward in an array. So now p points to a of 5 again. P minus minus means p again points to a of 4. Star of p is equal to 1, 2, 3. It means that right now p is pointing to a of 4. So a of 4 will become 123. Star of q is equal to star of p. Q is pointing to a of 5. So a of 5 will have the value whatever is stored in a of 4. So star of q, that is a of 5 will be equal to a of 4, which will be equal to 123 value. Q is equal to p. It means I am storing the address of p inside q. Right now p is pointing to a of 4, so q will also point to a of 4. Write down scanf percentage d q. It means I want to input some value where the pointer q is pointing. Q is pointing at a of 4, so whatever value I'll enter, that will be stored at a of 4 location. Now we'll see one more examples of pointer arithmetic with arrays. In the previous slide we have seen we were adding some value to the pointer. Now we'll see how to do subtraction with the pointers. We can do the subtraction operation on pointers only if when the pointers are pointing to the same elements of an array. Say for example, I have an array A which has total 6 elements. There are two pointers P and Q. Now right now I am written here that P is pointing to the to A of 2 and Q is pointing to A of 5. So this is my memory layout. I have 6 elements in my array. So the index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5. Say these are the addresses, that is a of 0 is at address 1000, a of 1 is at address 1002 because it's an integer array. So there would be 2 bytes of difference. Similarly, a of 5 which will have the address of 1010. When I write p is equal to ampersand of a2 means p will have the address of a2. What is the address of a2? That is 1004, that is stored in p. Similarly, q will have the address of a5. So the address of a5 is 1010 which will be stored in q. And now I want to perform subtraction on the pointers. So if I write I is equal to q minus p, it means 1010 minus 1004, that is 6. Since it's an integer pointer, so you have to divide it by 2. Your difference will get is 3. If I reverse the subtraction, I is equal to p minus q, means now I'll get 1004 minus 1010, that is negative value of 6 minus 6 divided by 2 because it's an integer pointer, so I'll get minus 3 value. When I write a of 2 is equal to a of 5 equal to 0 means at these two locations a of 2 and a of 5 I am storing the value of 0. I is equal to star p minus star q means now I am dealing with the values where the pointer is pointing. So p is pointing to 104 which has the value of 0. Q is pointing to a of 5 which has the value of 0. So when I'll subtract I'll get again 0. P less than q means compare the address of p and q. So 1004 is less than 1010. That is true. So the output would be true. P equal q. These are all logical operations. Compare the values of the addresses which are stored in P and Q. Now P equal Q, that is wrong, so it is false. P not equal to Q will be true accordingly. Okay, so this was all about pointers and array. We have seen different types of arithmetic operations that can be performed on pointers when it points to an array. So let's end here. Goodbye. Thank you.